My name is Dr. Perry Braun. I have created my own modality, which is an integrated modality from other types of modalities. The name of it is the Integrated Bioenergetic Restoration Therapy. I have a master's in psychology before I went to Quantum University to get my doctorate as an integrative medicine practitioner. And I have a background in psychology, addiction counseling, nutrition, as well as ordained minister, prayer ministries, so Christian, and then also doing the spiritual component. So around 2013, I was introduced to the emotion code and felt really called. That's what I was supposed to do. I was just finishing my master's. And so I integrated that into this idea of using muscle response testing, which I was already a fan of. And because we are energetic beings and we're made up of energy and atoms, our subconscious is a quantum supercomputer. And so it retains everything. Your subconscious mind knows everything you've ever eaten, drunk, said, heard, seen. And it also has a record of your DNA and your ancestry. So once I understood that, and I understood that muscle response testing can test the subconscious for any yes and no question, like a lie detector test, I thought, well, we can find the root cause of anything. And so over several years, I put together a toolbox that included detoxing, nutrition, lifestyle, structural issues, emotions and belief, all of my spiritual training, and then nutrition. And so I had begun doing that, I had this practice. And so around 2017, I really felt God called me to go back and get my PhD, my doctorate. And so I was looking, did I want to get it in theology? I didn't really want to go back in psychology. I thought, there's nothing theological that they're going to tell me that I'm either going to agree with or that don't already know that's going to be helpful. I really had all the psychology I wanted and all the ministry, but I really felt like what's made me stand out is as an educator in quantum principles. So I literally found Quantum University. I think I actually Googled PhD in energy medicine or something like that, found Quantum University. I said, this is exactly what fits who I already am, my identity. You know, I had a ton of education in nutrition and in all these other things, and it really combined all of the alternative medicine, but then also the quantum part that really is what my calling or my identity is, that makes me stand out from other holistic or alternative practitioners. But what I really, after all the years of inner healing and all this stuff I'd really done, I really realized that the key was the subconscious mind, and that's that quantum supercomputer. And so it was really not just releasing the energy, but it was reprogramming the beliefs. And so that really is an emphasis of what I do, is reprogramming. And so understanding that even that is just energy and being able to explain it energetically. And some of the courses I took at Quantum just really helped give me language to what I was already trying to talk about and describe. And then also, you know, refer to these other experts as other sources that are reinforcing these same principles. So I did the Integrative Medicine doctorate, Doctorate and PhD. I already had a master's, so I qualified, you know, to take that. And I love Lynn McTaggart's courses on the power of intention. So that was a big thing, is really understanding how powerful our thoughts are and intention. I had really already had a lot of information on that, didn't know her books existed. So I love all the confirmation she's done with her studies with that. A lot of the things I knew a lot about, so it was just supplementing, adding material to it. But that was the other thing, is I didn't want to just go get a naturopathy PhD because I didn't know how much new information it would be for me, because I'd learned a lot of that on my own. So I knew the quantum thing would be stuff I didn't know. Overall, it was very well-rounded as far as really giving a good understanding of alternative medicine, the way the body's designed, and then understanding it from a frequency or energetic standpoint. Anything you do, if you see people who are highly credentialed repeating the same message, it really just adds confidence to know what you're talking about. You don't feel as alone. And, you know, I point people to these sources, Bruce Lipton, Joe Dispenza, you know, both of the doctors, all the doctors on there. I became a Christian. I really felt called. I had an eating disorder. I went to a treatment center, really felt called into counseling. Started my master's in '90. And then I really felt God lead me to do more ministry models, prayer ministry, Christian counseling, biblical counseling, biblical addiction ministry. So that was more of my circles, and did that for years, right? And very, very valid, very stable. I started the practice in 2013. I didn't have a digital then. As I added more tools, I eventually created my own it's not an app, but it's a designed toolbox that is digital so that I can do it all from my computer. I've got about 500 attachments to this. So it's not, I don't have to carry around a bunch of books, which allows me to work from an office or travel or do virtual. And so from the beginning, I just did wherever I got a word of mouth referral. I was living in Dallas at the time, and so most of my clients, about 50-60%, either came to my home office or I rented an office space one day a week somewhere else. And just word of mouth built because people were getting well and changing. And so I didn't need to advertise, and I was living what I did. 2016, I put this all into one toolbox. I began to train in 2017 because I really love to teach, and I thought I want to multiply myself. And so I began to teach other practitioners, and just little by little, I never really tried to market myself in Austin, and I came to Dallas less and less and just built a virtual business. The training part of the program grew, doing training videos, doing this training, referring some of my clients to other practitioners that I've trained, and I've created this whole tribe of people. And one of the things I love, and I loved this about Quantum University, is that, I'm as weird as you can get. Like, I'm as 0.0% of the population, and I have a whole tribe of people just like me. And so we are a family, right? Because we all get each other, and we all speak the same language, and we all have the same issues with the government and with, allopathic medicine, and not from a in your face, but just from it doesn't work, right? Wanting to find things that work. We all care about human beings. We all care about healing. By getting the doctorate, and especially in quantum energy, obviously it built in me a greater sense of, I know what I'm talking about. And then because I know what I'm talking about, and I believe I know what I'm talking about, then I also attract people who listen, because I'm giving that message off. And then having the credentials next to your name, good, bad, or ugly, still people look at you as more credible if you have credentials. So didn't do it for that reason, but nice benefit from it is I'm still uncomfortable with people calling me Dr. Robin, but that's okay. I'm wearing it, I'm wearing the badge, Dr. Robin. I'm just very grateful. I lay my head at my pillow at the end of the day, feeling like I get to make an impact on the world, train other people to do the same. I have a tribe, I'm well loved, not doing it for that reason, but I'm well loved because I've invested in people's lives, and they're investing in people's lives, and so it's multiplying. And so I have a pretty great life, and I get to do it from the beach.